Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here tonight on the show. Here late tonight. I'm going to talk about some NBA news. So we're going to get right into it. So I want to talk about the Lakers. The first thing here, so per the report, they are looking to, end quote, add a big bruising center. I don't know who they could go after at this point. I mean, hey, I heard Dwight Howard's one call away. But I don't know who they could go out there and get realistically. I don't think they can go out there and get Brook Lopez. The Lakers don't have what Milwaukee needs, and you can't even aggregate salary, so any 1-for-1 with them won't really be helpful. But you need need an athletic center if you're the Bucks. If I say Brewers, I meant Bucks. But Jason Hayes really isn't that guy. But who can you add? I don't think Vucevic helps. His defense isn't that good. I don't know. They could have went out there and signed somebody, but they didn't. I mean, Jonas Valanciunas would have been perfect, a big bruising center. But they didn't go out there and get him. I mean, I think Wendell Carter Jr. is still out there. If you want to go get him, sure, but I just don't think they can get out there and really get anybody else. But we'll see what the Lakers do. But we'll see what the Lakers even do. I'm through the news here. Gilbert Arenas. The Gilbert Arenas show. Gilbert Arenas, he calls out Jaylen Brown. He, Brown, was the third pick in the NBA draft. First 3 games, just like Bronny was 6 for 26, and Jaylen Brown was 5 for 26 in the first 3 games in the Summer League. So you're telling me there's a chance Bronny can be the Finals MVP, can be like Jaylen Brown, a Finals MVP? Yeah, okay, Gilbert Arenas. And people are saying he's speaking facts. No, I don't really see any facts here. You can't just compare their Summer League stats. Bronny's not proved anything. Even his defense, I thought, would be a strength, hasn't been good. And it's not like he's a terrible defender. He's a good defender. It's just he's not trying. He's comparing a 7'6", 6'7", weighing to an undersized guard who has lackluster ball handling. Like, Gilbert has such an agenda. He's on, and Brolin got Gilbert Arenas on that payroll. And those differences, Jaylen Brown actually earned his spot, and Bronny really hasn't. So, but I really wouldn't say this is a. I really wouldn't say this is a. I kind of say it's a call out. But who cares how Jaylen Brown did in his first 3 Summer League games now? So on the Dan Le Batard show, or where the fuck that show is nowadays, he argues that LeBron's empire will be bigger than Michael Jordan's. I don't think people realize that LeBron is going to be so much bigger post NBA than Michael was. End quote. Okay, cool. If he's good, if he's bigger post NBA, good. I mean, it's good for him. I mean, Jordan will be the GOAT still. It's just typical casuals trying to disrespect him. And cool, outside of the game, cool. He's still not the GOAT. But can Dan Le Batard actually be I mean, you're probably going to have 2 to 3 generations that ain't never seen Jordan play. So, I get it. You probably because people probably never saw him play, but whatever. Isaiah Thomas has worked out for the Milwaukee Bucks per at Shams Charania. Oh, brother, here we go again with Isaiah Thomas in the big 2024. Dude, how did he outlast Patrick Beverly? Look, he's washed, man. He's just not good anymore. He had that one one great season with the Celtics, and it's just fallen apart since then. He just needs to retire, to be honest. So per your report, or no, I'm not going to talk about that, who cares. Rachel Nichols says that criticism surrounding Bronny James is unfair. I think that people are looking at him as if he's a top 10 pick. He's not a top 10 pick. He's a number 55 pick. The expectations for a number 55 pick should be that you're largely headed to the G League and may get some games up in the NBA. Last year's number 55 pick, Isaiah Wong, played 4 total minutes in the NBA. He didn't average 4 minutes a game in the NBA. 4 total minutes, and those came in 1 game. I mean, 4 years, 8, and people are like, oh, you got 4 years, $8 million. That's really not a lot. Most second-round picks get that. And the media, I guess the media forcing him down everyone's throat was an issue. But it's not, I mean, it's not even his fault. I mean, you can't control what the media does. You can't control what the media says. But I want to say a friendly reminder. People talk about Bronny. We gotta give that same treatment to Alex Sard. We give that treatment to Bronny. We gotta give it to Alex Sard. He went 0 for 15 the other night. If we give this criticism to Bronny, we have to give the same energy to Alex Sard. I'm just saying. They both haven't looked good in Summer League. An NBA insider claims Jalen Brunson is the best playoff scorer he's seen in years, calls him the NBA's top one-on-one scorer. I think it was Jake Fisher that said that, but in the playoffs, or in the regular season points per possession, he was ranked 20th out of the top 20 volume ISO players. I wouldn't say that. But hell, he's still a special player. So Alex Sard, he's changing his number. He's changing from number 12 to number 20. What are you gonna do next? 0 for 20? I don't know why he'd rather change his jersey number. So, who made the decision to apparently draft Bronny James in the 2024 NBA draft at pick 55? It was Jeannie Buss. She decided to make the decision to draft Bronny James. She drafted him to keep LeBron. I mean, it's obvious. Or because LeBron said so. I think they're just trying to say, oh, Jeannie Buss made the decision, even though LeBron probably did. So, Steve Kerr, I talked about this the other day, the Team USA starting lineup. Steve Kerr says he's keeping in his big three, LeBron, Stephen, and Embiid in the starting lineup. We've been looking at other guys around them, and we obviously do have great options, but I like those 3 guys. Those 3 guys together. I mean, this. But do people think Kerr's making these decisions himself? He has some of the best coaches. It's a collective decision on the lineup. And like, it's not even a bad decision. I mean, there's a lot of fucking good players in that team. So it's still a great lineup. So an NBA exec, he isn't a fan of Bucks signing Gary Trent Jr. per Gary Wolfell. Asked an NBA exec to grade Trent's D, and he replied, below average. It's not good. Pause. I'm not gonna put a pause there. Zesty add tweet. He's on a vet minimum. And a 40% shooting from 3 on a vet minimum is good. I don't know how this is terrible. Whoever said this is gonna be on drugs. It's a it was a damn near free edition. It's not like Malik Beasley's any better. This is way better. He shoots like 40% from 3. Why isn't another NBA exec worried about another team's science? It's literally a minimum. It's probably fucking Lakers, because they didn't get him. So Aleksej Pokusevski views himself as an NBA player and is waiting for an offer from an NBA team before entertaining offers from overseas. Well, I got some bad news for you, Poku. Ni hao. Oh, what's that? The Shanghai Sharks are calling. They want you on their team. He showed flashes, but he's not consistent. He's not a good player. Sorry. enjoy overseas. So per your report, Matas Buzelis, he's been studying film on Andrei Kirilenko. What y'all remember about AK-47? Maybe we could have our AK-47. Man, Kirilenko was a fucking underrated player. Well, in his day. So Colin Sexton, he talked about the 2018 draft class, and he said it's the best ever. Luka, Trey, SGA, Brunson, Sexton, Ayton, MPJ, McHale, Miles Bridges, JJJ, Jaren Jackson Jr., Grayson Allen, Dante DiVincenzo. Dante's good, but I don't know about him being part of say putting him in that class. Anthony Simons, Bruce Brown, Jared Vanderbilt, Kevin Huerter, some sneaks here. Probably one of the deepest, but I wouldn't say it's the best. I will say the 1984 draft class was great. You had MJ, Kane, Barkley, Stockton. There's a bunch of good fucking talent there. Alvin Robertson. So I'd say 1984 is the best draft class. I wouldn't say 2018. It's probably the deepest. But 1984, I'd say more stars. Some Lakers role players have negative trade value around the league per Jovan Buha. D'Angelo Russell and Jared Vanderbilt. Gabe Vincent, Rui Hachimura. They have somewhere between neutral to negative trade value across the league. There are certain teams that have interest in maybe one of those guys, but there are very few, if any, teams that have interest in multiple of those guys. And that's ultimately been why the Lakers have not been able to find a deal. I mean, bro, listed out half their roster and they got negative value. Like 80% of their roster. I don't think Jared Vanderbilt has negative trade value, but he's not the best offensive guy, but he's an elite defender, but he's a liability on offense, so that's probably why teams don't want to trade for him. Gabe Vincent, trash. D'Angelo Russell, inconsistent. Rui Hachimura's okay. But I don't know, like, is anyone surprised? Golden State Warriors, my Warriors, they're not looking to trade Brandon Podziemski per Anthony V. Slater. They don't want to trade Podziemski. He's beloved organizationally. One of the rare aspects to him compared to the Warriors' other recent picks is Steve Kerr couldn't keep him off the floor as a rookie. I know people will say, oh, they did the same with Wiseman and Kuminga. No. They do not do the same with any of these players. Kuminga and Podziemski are actually good. Wiseman was just trash. And people will be like, oh, I'm done. Yeah, would you rather trade Kuminga and Podziemski for a guy that's just been an all-star reserve one time? Like, Lauri Markkanen's not going to push us to be a championship contender, and I don't want to trade our future picks and future young players for a guy that's not really going to help us that much to be a championship threat. I'm not saying these guys will, but they're young players. We need young players on our team. Per your report, the Miami Heat are not looking to trade Tyler Hero this time. Why the hell are they going to trade Tyler Hero for? Adam Silver doesn't think the new CBA makes off-season boring for fans, and he believes it makes the league competitive. Thank you for assuming what fans think and praising yourself in the same fucking thing. It's boring. Like, it was boring. It's not exciting. Patrick Beverley's historic contract with Hapoel Tel Aviv is expected to start at $2 million for the upcoming season. We won't forget when you said 2019 to stay for the next 4 years, 5 years are mine. And then 2024 now, you go to some team I've never heard of. Per your report, Markelle Fultz is doubtful to return to Orlando. I mean, he was solid for Orlando. Per your report, the Lakers didn't promise a starting spot to Klay Thompson or Gary Trent Jr. What do you think? I mean, it's better than running Klay at small forward. But, whatever. Patrick Beverley reportedly turned down a veteran minimum contract offers from the Detroit Pistons and Houston Rockets to sign with Hapoel Tel Aviv. Bro had to choose between Detroit and this overseas team. The Chicago Bulls are not aiming to be the worst team in the league and will be content with a play-in or playoff appearance if their young players demonstrate sufficient growth. Well, I hate to tell you, it's not going to happen. Just rebuild. People around the league are not ruling out the Clippers as a potential landing spot for Zach LaVine. So yeah, that's really all I got to talk about in this video. So until next time, Alkalite. Peace.